Every time we walk along a beach, some ancient urge disturbs us so that we find ourselves shedding shoes and garments, or scavenging among seaweed and whitened timbers like the homesick refugees of a long war. Lauren Isley spoke these words decades ago, but they still ring true today. Beaches have a way of inviting us, of drawing us in indescribable ways. Some of the most inviting beaches I've ever seen have been along the coast of Newport, Oregon. These beaches have a way of relieving stress and helping us to forget our cares and worries as we weave in and out of shops, run through the waves, or walk along the shore. Today, I'm going to show you just how perfect the beaches of Newport are for your next vacation, no matter who you are or what you're interested in. I'm going to do this in 3 steps. First, I'm going to describe the weather and also list the 5 districts of Newport for you. Second, I'm going to list the local attractions and just basically tell you what there is to do there and list some lodging options for you. And third, I'm going to give you some ideas of stuff you can do on the beach or on the water. All right, let's get started. Okay, so the weather in Newport they have mild temperatures. You know, they don't usually get above 90 degrees or below 32. They also are very wet. According to Wikipedia, they get about 60 inches of annual precipitation. So bring your raincoat because this is the Pacific Northwest. All right, there are 5 districts of Newport. The 5 districts are Agate Beach, Nye Beach, the Deco District, Historic Bayfront, and South Beach. Now I'm going to look a little bit further in depth to these. Agate Beach is a wonderful community where you can go clamming, go surfing, and they also have a lighthouse there called the Yaquina Head Lighthouse. They also have tide pools and just beaches where you can hang out. They also have the Agate Beach Golf Course. All right. Nye Beach has a lot of shops, lodging, restaurants. It's your cute little quaint coastal downtown. And it also, of course, has beaches. The Deco District is what they consider to be downtown Newport. They have art galleries, glass studios, and it's a very modern atmosphere. The historic Bayfront was where the city was originally established. They have their fishing port, shops, lodging and restaurants, and the Yaquina Bay Lighthouse. And this is actually a shot I took of the historic Bayfront while in Newport. South Beach is the last district, and it contains most of the science and research. They have an aquarium there. They also have the headquarters of Rogue Brewery, which is a very popular beer company. They have the Hatfield Marine Science Center. They also have a boat launch and some fishing. Okay, so now we're on to attractions. So I'm going to just describe the aquarium and science center for you. So at the aquarium and science center, they have lots of petting tide pools where you can touch sea urchins and stuff like that. They also have some sharks, some seals, sea lions, and they also have an octopus in a very, I wouldn't say small cage, but in a very transparent cage so you can always see it. And here are some shots of the seals at the aquarium. Yeah, it's okay to ooh and ah. All right, Moe's Restaurant is one of the most popular coastal restaurant chains in Oregon, and it actually started in downtown Newport. The original Moe's has been open for 56 years, and they've become famous for their clam chowder. The Waxworks is actually a wax museum where you can go in and see scenes set up with celebrities or monsters or just different characters from movies, and it's a very cheap and affordable way to have a lot of fun. Some other attractions, they also have the Ripley's Believe It or Not Museum. Lots of taffy shops where you can get some nice Oregon coast saltwater taffy, which they are quite famous for. Lots of locally owned shops where you can get pretty much any beach need you have. And like I said before, the Agate Beach Golf Course. All right, so for lodging, you have lots of options when you're lodging, but the main 3 are hotels, condos, and houses for rent, which you can get. Most of them are waterfront, which is really cool because you're right on the beach. All right, so now about the beach. All right, so just some ideas of stuff you can do. Obviously there's sandcastles and kites, and you can get lots of stuff for that in the locally owned shops. You could also go horseback riding or go to the tide pools. And I did this, and while at the tide pools, I found some lovely sea urchin shells. And they're just nice little shells and just nice little reminders of stuff you can do at the tide pools. All right, So here are some pictures. That is actually the area of the tide pools, and a nice starfish. Alright, so for the ocean, they have lots of fishing and scuba diving and whale watching and deep sea fishing. Actually, they have a lot of whales there because they migrate right past that part of the coast during the spring. Scuba diving, they offer lessons, and there's a shop downtown where you can rent full sets of gear. And according to the city of Newport.net, Newport is actually the Dungeness crab capital of the world, so crabbing is very popular there. There are also lots of companies that offer deep sea fishing tours, so you can go catch some tuna or some halibut or salmon or whatever you're in the mood for, really. Alright, and then here are just some shots of the ocean. So basically, to review, Newport has lots of things, but it has 5 districts and a mild climate. It has lots of attractions like Ripley's Believe It or Not, the Agate Beach Golf Course, and the Waxworks. And it also has lots of options for stuff to do on the beach or on the water. So now is the time for you guys to all call and book your trip to Newport. Remember, the ocean is calling you.